It is now even more important that I get to the bottom of this quickly. So I will continue my questioning with Miss Cardinal. For your protection, the rest
I cannot speak for everyone, Detective. But if time is of the essence, I'd feel much better doing something rather than...
In a sitting duck for a homicidal maniac? Yeah. Hate to do it, but I agree with the stiff. We should split up and search for clues.
Yes, that sounds so much safer. What could go wrong with that?
You all feel that way? Of course you do. What did I say? Everyone's a detective. Well, on your own heads, be it. I don't suppose I could stop you, but observe and make notes only. Miss Cardinal, to the powder room, if you please.
Si, senor.
See what?
That was Spanish, Detective?
Oh, okay. After you.
Right. Marching orders are to observe and take note. That requires note-taking materials. Let's see here. Oh. Oh. Got it. I have my invitation. Mr. Verdant?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it somewhere. Here it is. Got a pen, too.
Nice. Ladies? Very well. Miss Sky and I will go to the...
Not so fast, Tom. First off, I don't take orders from you. Capiche? And second, you can go in anywhere I can't keep an eye on you. Especially not with her.
But the ladies...
Locked in this house just like the two of us.
Very well. Miss Sky and Miss Ivor, will you take the kitchen?
We'll take the billiard room. Come on.
Oh, wait. I almost forgot. I suppose you could join Mr. Verdant and I in the billiard room, or you could listen on the detective's interview in the powder room. Who would like to go to the powder room? Who would like to go to the billiard room? To the powder room it is.
Well, here we are.
Yes. So many fond memories in this room.
Really? The powder room?
No, Detective. Actually, I hate this room. I don't enjoy seeing my reflection. Do you mind if I open the window?
But it could storm at any minute.
That never stopped Christopher from throwing open all the windows. Just like earlier tonight. This old place gets stuffy and he wanted fresh air flowing through and pushing out the stale and stagnant. But I suppose you want to ask me why I said I would kill Christopher Adams for what he did to me?
The real mystery is where that thing went. But, yeah, if you want.
This life is short, Detective. Too short for pointless cat and mouse games.
Which one of us is the cat and which one's the mouse? Go ahead then.
I'm sure Miss Ivor made mention of that comment. Poor thing. I know I hurt her pretty badly when I let her go, but it wasn't for the reason she thought.
What was the truth then?
There's a funny thing. The truth. We're so sure we know it ourselves and so skeptical that others have no grasp of it.
But you did fire her?
Yes. I was trying to get my affairs in order because I was dying.
Recently?
Yes. I let everyone think that I was off on one of my great adventures, but that was far from the truth.
What was killing you?
Christopher Adams was killing me.
he paid for you to fly to all these exotic locales?
Partially. The rest, I'm not proud to say, I got from Mr. Verdant's family.
So you were scamming Christopher Adams, but he walked away from you when you needed him most?
Yes.
You know, they say the motives for murder come down to love or money. So which one was it for you, Miss Cardinal? Love for him or money for your expeditions?
Love. But I did not kill Christopher. He killed me.
But here you are, very not dead.
No. But part of me still is. Before I was Miss Carnal, the pilot, Miss Carnal, the adventuress, Miss Carnal, the scholar. But then I met Christopher, and how I saw myself change.
Ah, you saw him giving favors to Miss Ivory, and you became Miss Cardinal, woman scorned. Miss Cardinal, murderess.
It was not that kind of love. I'm quite content on my own, thank you. What we had was so much more than mere romance.
What do you mean?
He saw me. After he walked away from me in the lobby, he only went a few steps before he turned around and asked who had touched him.
How could he possibly feel that in a crowd of people?
I never knew. But when he saw me laying there at my absolute lowest, there was a difference when our eyes connected, though. He wasn't just looking at my fabulous clothes, my accomplishments, my witty remarks. The things I wanted people to love me for. And he wasn't just looking at this ugly, broken, tragic figure I saw in the mirror. He was seeing it all pieced together into something new and stronger. I'm still learning to see that for myself.
So, he saw you, but did he care? You were sick because of the missions he sent you on.
True, but those missions also provided the cure, which I got that very day.
Oh, so you're not dying now.
We're all dying, Detective. I'm just cured of that disease. I still have some symptoms, but Christopher said all that changes. The journey is not finished in a day.
Ha! I knew it was in somewhere.
A secret passage? I know Christopher put some in, but I had not yet seen one. I wonder where it goes.
My guess is the study.
Wonderful. I can return this book I borrowed.
Wait, what book? The Eye-Opening Adventures of Phineas Farthington by Dr. George Lucas. Never heard of it. You know, this is usually the part where the person I'm questioning starts pointing a finger at somebody else.
What would be the purpose of that? Surely by now you have seen that we're all connected with each other, Detective. Blackmail, shady business deals, secrets, lies. But I think Christopher meant to change that. This party...
Oh, he had a reason for gathering you all, did he? Some new scheme? Nurse! What now? You better go check it out. Do not touch anything until I get there.
I apologize for the noise. I'm still getting used to my legs working again. Unfortunately, the vase in the hall will not have that same opportunity.
He means he smashed it to smithereens. Seems to be a special talent of his.
Well, here we are. To take note and observe.
Yep.
Suppose I should clear the air. I wanted to apologize. I know you blame me for what happened to your brother.
What happened to him? It wasn't some accident. You framed him over a dame who left you.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Seems pretty straightforward. You told your buddy the cop your gun was missing. Somehow they found it at my brother's place, even though he had no idea who you were or how it got there.
I was in a wheelchair, damaged after the war. You have no idea how helpless I felt, and he took advantage.
What applesauce is that? He took advantage. Not everything my family does is on the up and up, sure. But it's not like my brother kidnapped her. Turns out, she just wanted him for his money. But let me tell you, She was more than happy to be there.
Yes, I know that now. I think very differently than I did back then.
Oh yeah? What changed, huh?
I was introduced to Christopher Adams II. Well, in a manner of speaking.
Hurry up, boys, we're gonna miss him.
Oh, hey, he's going down the stairs.
What are we doing here, boys?
We're getting used to see Christopher Adams. He's been healing all these people, and we are sick and tired of you moping around all the time. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah.
I told you once, and I'll tell you again, I am perfectly fine. Well, I am paralyzed, but fine beyond that.
Sure, whatever you need to tell yourself, Captain.
You see all them stairs? Not a shot. And the line goes all the way out the hallway and back into the lobby.
That's why we ain't aiming for the hallway. Y'all know that saying. What comes up
Must come down? Hey, what are we doing?
making our own elevator. There he is, boys. Aim for that spot right down there.
Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Hang in there, Captain Amber.
What is that? Is he gonna go from the ceiling?
Well, you certainly know how to make an entrance, Captain Amber.
It wasn't me, it was Fred and those goons up there. I told them, and I'll tell you, I'm perfectly fine with my feet on the floor. Well, so to speak.
I know of what you suffered in the war, and the suffering that you caused. I hope you are not still tormenting yourself.
Does cross my mind occasionally.
How often? I see. I want you to know that you are forgiven. And what are you all whispering about? Is it easier to tell this paralyzed man that he is forgiven, or to tell him to stand up and walk?
Sir, I can't.
Well, to show you that I can and will offer forgiveness, I will do both. Stand up, Captain Amber.
Mr. Adams, not in front of all these people. The doctors told me I would never be able to.
Yes, I understand. I am making a point. Make a valiant effort, will you? Stand up, take your wheelchair, and go home.
In front of everybody? That is humiliating.
Humiliating, degrading. Even in all my time in the war, I never felt as much rage as I did in that moment.
No wonder you snuffed Christopher after his big toast tonight. Little taste of his own medicine. I get it.
I did not kill Christopher.
Uh-huh. Sure. Right, pal. I believe you, but just stay on that side of the table, will you?
No, listen. Every drop of rage I felt melted away the minute he helped me stand up and walk out of there.
Thought your legs didn't work.
They didn't before then, and I defined everything by that. It was unfair to have to suffer the million indignities of being so weak, having to depend on others. Then I met Christopher, and the strength I valued changed.
What strength?
It reminded me when I first started in the military. A colonel asked me to walk around the base, and everywhere we went, they saluted. But soon I realized it was not me who they were honoring, for it was who I was with. And that both humbled me and made me stand taller for that journey.
Yeah? Well, that's good for you. But how's that change what you did to my brother?
It helped me see what I did not want to admit. My wife took the gun, and she left. And both were because of me.
Wait, Miss Sky's your wife? But she's engaged
She's to your brother. I know. She told me tonight. She has a lot of secrets, it seems.
Sorry, bub. She sure is hard-boiled. No. Thanks for telling me all this. Don't know how it changes what happened to my brother, but I can understand the tough spot. Spousal privilege and all.
Maybe too little too late, but I'll do everything I can to set the record straight for your brother.
So, did your wife know how to use that gun she took?
Of course. I taught her before I left for the war.
You think she?
It's a pretty big pistol. She says she did not, but she has gone to extreme lengths to protect her secrets before.
Yeah. Suppose those all come to light with a detective nosing around.
Who knows? You know, I can't tell if he's really good or really bad at his job.
I know what you mean. Thought he had the second sight of something earlier. He found that gun I hit almost immediately. It's not what it sounds like. But then, he misses this.
How did you find that?
Please, I'm a verdant. Some skills come hardwired in. You better go get that detective. We'll take this and meet you in the hall.
What is going on out here?
Sorry, I spilled a teapot in the kitchen and it spilled on an outlet and shorted out the lights. It was nothing suspicious, but we did hear a weird noise from the cellar.
Well, there are only dead bodies down there, so unless someone has come back to life, it was probably just an animal. I still have Mrs. Bell's keys, so I can go outside and check the breaking box.
Detective, you found something in the billiard room.
I thought I told you to observe and make notes only.
Just look, will ya?
The last will and testament of Christopher Adams II.
What does it say?
Well, any of you have any money troubles? Because this gives 5 million reasons to want Christopher Adams dead.
A lot of reasons.
Apparently, he left his entire estate to